Hello and welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. I filled another sketchbook and I'm excited to show you my pages. I hope it inspires you in some way or another. This is an Etcher sketchbook. It has 100% cotton paper, which is kind of precious, and I really tried not to be precious about it. The square format is interesting because it's very different than what I usually choose, but I love alternating formats so that it gives a challenge every time. These are drawings that I did during a live mini workshop, my monthly live mini workshop. This was in January, and as you can see, the theme was snow. Snowy Amersfoort. Amersfoort is the city where I live, and that week it was snowing, like a thick pack of snow, which is really not that usual for us in the Netherlands. It was really fun to do some urban sketching with all the participants of the mini workshop that day. These you might recognize from my YouTube channel. This one too, using negative spaces. And here's some foreshortening. People often say that it's super hard to draw foreshortening, but actually if you try to not think about perspective and really look at the shapes that you see, then suddenly you sort of break it apart and then you can actually capture that foreshortening. I do have a video about this, so I will link to that so you can watch that next. A nice quiet morning in a cafe, drawing and drinking coffee. I really like the black and white. That's the thing, you know, you buy a sketchbook and it has this watercolor paper, and then I feel like I should do a lot of watercolor in it, but then I get into this whole pen mode and I just want to keep it black and white. And then I think, is that okay if I just use this precious paper for only black and white, which I could have done on a different kind of paper? Yes, that's okay. It's my sketchbook, so I do whatever I like. And I really like these scribbly bits, these scratchy bits. I really enjoyed adding more and more contrast and texture and shading in this drawing. Playing with water-soluble crayons, just a few colors. And when you have a square sketchbook, the spreads are also longer. They are like a landscape, so that's a big, interesting challenge. I filmed the whole process for this one for Patreon and talked through the process and also all the ugly phases. Also, why, oh why, do I not plan well? And then as soon as someone is in view and I want to add them, they end up in the gutter. I don't know, it's just bad planning, but that's because I'm always very enthusiastic to get started in the first place. So yeah, there's a little something to learn for me, a little bit of composition planning perhaps, but then again, I love the surprises that my sketchbook brings me every time. Water-soluble ink, commuting, a self-portrait, a little storytelling about the plants that prove that I am not a plant killer. Two different moments, very different from each other. Still, I like them across from each other. A morning meditation, that was really nice, and this this drawing makes me really happy because this car makes me really happy. Every time I see it drive somewhere here in the city, it makes my 8-year-old just jump with joy. My inner 8-year-old just gets really happy. So I was happy to draw it, and This actually took me 6 minutes to draw because it was cold. I used a brush pen, I did the line work with the brush pen, and then later I got home, I made myself a warm cup of tea, and then I added the color. It's just a very joyful drawing, and I love that my sketchbook can be a place for joy, even with a lot of things going on in the world. This place is my safe space. Again, shouldn't I do watercolors in this sketchbook? No, pencil is a powerful tool, and I really enjoyed using pencil only to create this little scene out of my window. Participating in an online session. Actually, I was watching a recording with Lena. She always has really fun ideas for creating quick sketches, fun drawings. And it's a little bit messy, but I kind of like it. On this page, I had already put a wash, a watercolor wash. It was just a random double spread where I put that wash, and then once I got to these pages, when I was playing the recording of Lena's live session, I was like, oh, I have this background, and that gave me the cue for what other tools to use for the drawing. This kind of background wash gives you a really nice starting point for drawing, and I made a video about that, which I will link to in the description box of this video, so you can watch that too. Drawing people on the train, observing, and using just 3 tools: a brush pen, a pencil, and a crayon. And that's more than enough, especially when on the move. Take as little as possible, because then it's easier to get your stuff out, and also less intimidating or, messy. Just a few tools and you can do so much. Drawing at home and then filling the white space with all the stuff that was going on while my husband was playing the guitar. I never, ever manage to get any likeness when I draw my husband. Every time it's a different guy in my sketchbook with curly hair. Well, there's that. I think it's just really hard to depict the people that you love most to get the likeness. Candles in the windowsill. Ooh, this one I really enjoyed. I ate my sandwich while I was drawing it, or the other way around. I drew it while I was eating it, and I filmed the process for an upcoming Draw Tip Tuesday video, so stay tuned for that. Again, that same cafe. I've been to this cafe quite a few times during this sketchbook, and I did 2 drawings in this one, and then that was the end of my sketchbook actually. This was just a very quick sketch, and I'll give you a peek in my current sketchbook, because that is the sketch that I did afterwards. But this sketchbook still has to be filled, so stay tuned for that one. And that's the end of this sketchbook. I really enjoyed filling this sketchbook. I liked the format, I liked the paper, but I'm also happy that I am going to draw on smoother paper again for my next sketchbook. And I love the changing things up. So that's one of my tips today. If you choose your sketchbook, it doesn't always have to be the same thing. Try different things, and then you will find out your own preferences and also what fits you and what fits your style, what fits in your bag. I mean, it's practical stuff like that too, you know? So if you're open to try things, you will discover so many things about drawing, about yourself, about your inner artist, and about your style. Next week, I'll be here with another Draw Tip Tuesday. Please subscribe so you won't miss it, and I will see you then. Bye!